She'll get it back over to the Quakers side. Miller blocked on the left side. She covers her own block. Gunn up the middle. And caught Spinner playing two back in the back row. That makes it 6-4. Backs it up on the right back row. Miller flies in on the right side, and Folden able to dig it out. Now to the right side. Wheatley tries the tip, and she's going to bounce it off the block of Kopald and Miller. Good awareness at the net. That'll make it 11-10. Error-free match thus far from Kristen Spinner, hitting .600. 3 of her 5 attempts have been kills. Phillips, a hard forearm bump to the left side. Freeman's going to have a tricky time keeping this one in, and it's into the net. And the Quakers down 2. Emily Gann's thinking about it, and she's going to take the timeout. For Miller, it gets blocked in the net, but Hawks covers. Gunn fires it in. That was going to fly out, but Spinner on reflex played it, and English gets a kill down the middle of the court. Oh, the Quakers need a rally almost now if they're going to try to ensure this not going into extra points. Hawks to serve into the right back row. It's going to shank off a Folden for a service ace. That caused her to shank it. So now the deficit down to 3. Hawks to serve low into the center back row. English chases it down, and they can't get the third ball up. Another service ace. Jonathan Willis is going to use another timeout to serve into the center back row. English at the 10-foot line sends a pass to the left side for Sublett, and it's going to just fall in, and the Quakers lose the first set to the 1-22 Randolph Wildcats very unexpectedly by a count of 22-25. The 3 errors. Phillips, another hard top spinner. It's going to shank off into the sidelines, but Folden gets the third ball right to the official. That will obviously be out. He tried to catch it, but to no avail. And now English, a forearm bump at the center to the left side. Malaka will fire it in, and Hawks bumps it straight up in the air in the back row. Kozar with the change-up swing, and she nearly choked me up. In fact, she did. Ouch. But Kozar with a solid swing on the left side to make it 8-1. English now to set straight up left side for Sublett. Blocked to the net. Gunn blocks it over on the overpass yet again. And we've seen that a lot from the Quakers tonight. Gobbling up the overpasses. It's now 14-5. Inadvertent whistles. As Kopald will serve again, will redo set point. Kopald now to the center back row, and Spinner tried to put her hands down but couldn't do so quick enough. It's going to shank off of her even by just a little bit. The Quakers will take the second set 25-15, and he receives it at the center back row, and English tried a second ball at the net. Kozar tries a tip again, and she's able to bounce it dead with no spin, and it kind of fooled the coverage in the back. Make it 6-2. Overpasses. Gunn can't get it down. It's good defensive work from Malaka. The free ball, soft free ball, sent over to the Quakers side. Freeman shanks it off the forearm of Malaka on the left side. That's now 10-4 on the night with that 16th point. Now a low serve from Daly. She'll get a service ace. Service ace number 13 on the night. Roa goes backwards, but Wheatley gets a forearm bump, and the Wildcats send over the free ball. Daly to the left side for Moody. She flies it in, and it's past the diving Sublett in the center back row, and the Quakers take this one rather handily in the third set, 25-9. Active coach, I'll say that, and he's still very athletic. I didn't look up his age, but looks every bit of maybe my age. And a service ace now coming in, as it's now 3-0. The Quakers just couldn't advance the first ball as English gets a Wildcats' 6th service ace of the night. Spinner now, the hard top spin serve into the right back row. Gunn will fly in, and she's going to shank it off Malaka. Not a lot of speed behind it, but some spin. Wreaked some havoc on Malaka, and that'll make it 6-4. Jump serve coming from Phillips. Lots of top spin into the back row. English now give and go with Spinner, and she bounces it hard off of Freeman in the center back row. Spinner with now 12 kills. This has been a big night for her from an offensive and a defensive perspective. Chance to set it back over. Phillips now back sets it to the right side for a sliding Gunn, who shanks it off the blockers to their right. I'll make it 19-14. Second ball up somehow, some way, and Orem able to get the third ball over. Miller flying in left side. and Spinner stops it up deep in the back row. English wins the battle at the net on the right side. Phillips back sets it for Freeman, flying in from the middle of the court. And now English forearm bumps it as it's set back over. Phillips back sets it for Kopald on the right side, and Folden sends it back over to the Quakers side with a diving stop. Miller flies in on the left side. It bounces dead off a sublet, and the Quakers survive as they get a 4-set win over the Randolph Wildcats, winning the fourth set 25-19. But the Quakers had to work for it as the Wildcats brought a pretty strong attack in the Reagan Brown Fieldhouse this evening.